Good evening, everybody. This is Mike, aka The Village's Prophet, episode number 2. Let me start off by just saying on Saturday we went to my brother's house to celebrate what would have been my mom's 86th birthday. And guess what? My sister-in-law, when we walked in, she handed me this. Look at that. The Village's Prophet merchandise. No, but seriously, it was a pleasantly surprised, totally unexpected. But that's my sister-in-law for you. She's always looking out for me. My brother made a good choice 30 years ago. Anyway, so let's get to the matter at hand. We are at T-9. We close a week from Friday, which is also Halloween. Will it be a trick or a treat? I'm guessing on the latter. So we're in episode number 2. I will remind everyone, if you like what you're seeing and you want to see more content, don't forget to smash or press or hit, whatever you want to call it, the like button. I know that's good. You probably know more than I do, but I've heard it's a good thing. So please do it. It'll be much appreciated. So I wanted to concentrate on this episode to give the background how we actually got the home. There's an interesting backstory, at least interesting to us, maybe to a few of you also. So let's go through that process. We were on that lifestyle visit in March, and basically they say we drank the Kool-Aid. That's a term they use. So we knew we wanted to get a home down there. It was just a matter of finding the right one. So basically, since the middle of March, the last 7 months, we've basically been doing a lot of research, and our plan was always to find a house early in 2026. That was the plan, but what I told Annette, if you find the perfect home before that, we can certainly swing to get a home in 2025. And that's exactly what happened. And let me explain how that happened. I guess we had maybe the must be on our criteria were as follows. We knew we wanted a veranda. A veranda, if you didn't know, is a home type that has a fence. And for the 2 pups, it's a perfect scenario to have a fence. So we knew we wanted a veranda. We also knew we wanted to be near Eastport. Eastport is the new town square has opened a little bit, but the main opening will probably be over the next couple of months. Entertainment, I've heard rumors it might be in 2025, it might be early in 2026. So we knew we wanted to be near Eastport, which is now considered the South. What I found out in March was 10 to 15 years from now, as they keep building south, Eastport will eventually probably be near the epicenter of the Villages, if you can believe that. So that was also part of the reason we wanted to be near Eastport. So we'd be near the center of the Villages as it continues to grow southward. Thirdly, we knew we also wanted a front porch, especially Annette. Annette felt that was really important to also have a front porch, and most of the verandas don't. There were a few models that do, so that was also up on our must-have list. And we also wanted to have a whatchamacallit? We wanted to have a walk-in pantry. So of those 4 things we were looking out for, we knew there probably wouldn't be a model that checked every single box, but when the top 3 came in, we found out on, I guess it was the end of September, we did find out they were releasing what they call a SAGINAW. Nice piece of property on the corner. trust, and we like their opinions, we decided to tell our agent on the evening of September 30th to go into the lottery for the first time. So that was pretty exciting, just to know we were going in the lottery. And here's what happened the next day. Actually, if you allow me, let me circle back to still the September 30th, when we thought we wanted to go into the lottery. We both couldn't imagine buying a home without actually physically seeing it first. You're talking to someone who won't even buy these, okay? In case you can't see, these are grapes. I will not even buy grapes without actually going to the store and seeing the produce. So I'm like, how the heck could I buy a house without seeing it? But that's what a lot of people do. If you find a home that you like, you got to act quickly. Since the properties that are really popular, they have a lottery system where multiple people will go in to on a property that's very popular, and they have a lottery system, and they basically pick your name out of a hat, of a electronic hat, so to speak. So anyway, a friend that we have down who lives there already did us a favor. She went to the property on September 30th. She did a walk around, and she FaceTime with us, showed us whatever we wanted to see, and also the house was not locked, so she went into the house and basically did a tour for us to give us a level of comfort, to make sure everything we saw checked out. Like again, we trust her opinion. So she'd been to one other home about a month earlier. She told us that comparatively this house was way better, and we liked the other house too that she went to in August. But so once we got the data from her, and a little funny story is that as she was leaving and she was FaceTiming with us, she saw another couple who were actually physically there, and she provided some excellent interference for us by telling them the house is already sold. So whether that little white lie helped us to get the home the following day, I'll always think it did, whether it did or not. So after we liked what we saw on the afternoon of September 30th, and our friend ran some interference to make our chances in the next morning's lottery effectively a better chance, we let our agent know. We texted our agent and said, yes, we would like to go into the lottery for the Saginaw model on the next morning. So after a relatively sleepless night, because we were pretty excited, our agent did text us and did remind us what she told us in March. She goes, I'm going to put you in the lottery in a couple of minutes. If I text you, I'll text you with bad news, and I'll call you with good news. So she had told us that in March, and she repeated it. And Annette hadn't left for work yet, so we were just sitting there, and I'm like, I got to text her. I want to text her and find out how many people do you think we're up against this morning. And Annette said to me, do not text her. She is putting our names into this lottery, so don't distract her. And before I could answer her, I was about to answer saying, well, how many people do you think we're against? Before I can even get those words out of my mouth, the phone rang. And it was our agent, and true to her word, she gave us the really, really exciting news. And whether we were up against 5 people or 500 people, all I know is we feel very lucky and excited. So that's the story of how we came to where we are today, where we close on Halloween, which again is, if I look at the clock, it's almost 8 days away. It's 8 days and 45 minutes away. So that's where we're at. That's the backstory. I'll have the story to tell for the rest of my life. It's pretty exciting. And Looking forward to, we head down to Florida a week from today on the 29th. And that's also part of the story. We had a lifestyle visit in December already scheduled, and they booked like 4 months in advance. So to continue our lucky streak, once we got the house, I asked our agent, I'm like, listen, obviously you can cancel our visit in December, and I know nothing's available since you booked 4 months out. Nothing's available for around the time of closing on Halloween, is there? And she said no. And then about a minute later, she goes, oh, look, wait a second, we just got a cancellation, and the dates of the cancellation were right in the middle of our closing, October 29th to November 2nd. So the lucky week, that whole week was lucky. You know, that's a story for a different video, some of the other stuff that was going on. But so that's where we're at as of right now. So we got the flights booked. We're going to fly down on the 29th. We're coming back on the 4th of November. And we got a lot planned. Besides the closing, we got all sorts of stuff planned. We got a golf cart that I agreed to purchase. Edited in, I'll show you the golf cart. We're getting our garage epoxied, which actually also is there's no basements in the villages, so having a big garage, besides to fit the vehicles, just to have extra storage is really a plus. So the garage is really big, even for the village's standards. So we're getting the garage epoxied in November. We're also getting our doorbells and all sorts of smart gadgets installed so that we can keep tabs of what's going on, let contractors in and out remotely when we're up here in Delaware. Every stitch of carpeting in the home, there's carpeting only in the 3 bedrooms and the closets within the bedrooms. We're getting all that carpeting removed from the home for a few reasons, and we've made arrangements to replace it with the same flooring that's in the rest of the house. So those are the things we're up on the priority list, which we'll be working on right after we close through the first couple of weeks in November. So what I'll do is when we're down there, I'll have a before picture of the garage, and when we come back after the work's done in November, we'll have an after. So I got all sorts of good ideas to make videos on, besides making a lot of videos on the golf cart, which, again, if I like watching them, I'm sure a lot of people like watching them. So we'll have plenty of golf cart action too. But first, we'll do a nice little house tour when we get there. And guess what? What I envision happening is when we get close on the 31st and go in there, you're going to be seeing the house the same time I see it for the first time, because guess what? As I stated a few minutes ago, I've never even been in the damn thing. So that's if I think about it, I kind of shake my head and be like, what did we do? But we do research for that long, and it's not as crazy as it sounds. So I don't recommend it for everyone, but it's done. We did it. It's happening. If there's any questions about the home buying process that we just went through, please leave a comment in the comment section. I'm pretty responsive. I'll answer any questions you have. I can promise you that. So anyway, let me wrap episode number 2 up. I'm gonna learn how to edit better. I think I did okay on the first one. The learning curve is heading in the right direction. I hope you notice some improvements going forward. But for now, this is Mike, the Village's Prophet, wishing you a very profitable day.